Hello and a very warm welcome. I'm Ruchi Sharma, and today we have with us two very special guests, film producer Alexander Amartal and Kapil Rathi from CrossTower NFT Marketplace. A very warm welcome to both of you.
Thank you,
Thanks for having
Ruchi.
us.
Thank you for having us.
The first question is to you, Alexander. I want to know, NFT and Metaverse, they both are collaborating. How do you see this collaboration and how much potential do you see there?
Yes, so NFTs are a gateway into the metaverse, and the prediction is that about 25 people will be spending at least 1 hour a day in the metaverse, and NFTs are interestingly making transactions very sort of multidimensional. It allows you access into certain places, to certain clubs, to certain products, and they are the sort of the token that gets you into the metaverse to enable you to live and interact out there. So a very big role they've got to play.
So Kapil, my question to you, recently BAYC, Board 8 Yacht Club, acquired CryptoPunks. How do you see this collaboration, and do you see such more collaborations in future?
Yeah, I think crypto community, in fact, is growing really fast, and most of the NFT marketplaces are adding a lot of value. It's way too early that there is any sort of competition between these marketplaces. In general, what I like about crypto community is different companies are looking to work together.
Yes.
We don't necessarily talk about competition. We talk about cooperation.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that CryptoPunk and Board Yacht actually have joined hands, I'm seeing this consolidation or sort of collaboration between different marketplaces will continue.
Kapil, lately we have also heard a lot about rug pulls, wash trading, frauds related to NFTs. Even OpenSea came up with a lot of such activities happening on their platform. I want to ask you, how will, since you also have an NFT marketplace, CrossTowers, how do you protect your NFT holders from such activities? How can it be safeguarded and safety and security can be provided?
Yes, so NFT is the really sort of kind of latest use case of blockchain technology. We started with, of course, Bitcoin was the first real good project of blockchain technology.
Yes,
then we moved into the stage of stable coins, Ethereum, some of these layer 1, layer 2 blockchains. Then DeFi became a very sort of kind of popular concept, and for the past 12 months, we're seeing NFTs moving in. So as the technology is evolving, it does come with some set of risk. As you remember, back in 2014, when Mt. Gox happened, it scared the entire Bitcoin industry, and at that time, Bitcoin was the only play in town, a real play in town. Since then, the market has done quite a lot in terms of custody infrastructure, hot wallet, cold wallet, and all sort of security mechanisms have been put in place. Then DeFi came, which started sort of kind of brought in the concept of these decentralized autonomous organizations where the control of the funds was, in one way it's decentralized, but there is still an issue with some bad elements who are causing these rug pulls. It could be intentional or unintentional. Most of the rug pulls we saw were, I won't use the word rug pull, most of the sort of issues we saw were just the software issues, and they were addressed. So as the industry evolves, I think those type of issues will keep coming. That doesn't mean that we should stop innovating. At CrossTower, we take security and infrastructure really seriously. We keep majority of our assets in cold storage. They are not accessible on hot storage. We take our customers' assets or custody of those assets very seriously.
Of course. Alexander, there's a debate on whether NFTs and Metaverse, will it be a boom or bust in the near future? What is your take on this?
Well, I think it's an inevitable reality. It's because it's just a culmination of innovation, technology, which is sort of going one way. And that's all about sort of efficiency, speed, transparency. And that's what you kind of get in the metaverse. You get, social media, when it was introduced, it added a certain layer of speed and efficiency in everything. Everybody lives on WhatsApp, they're doing Zooms, and you can meet people all over the world in real time. And with the metaverse, just multiply that by 100. People will be able to spend in there, live in there, transact in there, meet in there. And I see it as being something that's so quick and efficient. It's going to be hard for people to not spend time in there to get things done, which is both an interesting thing, but also a scary thing, for people to be spending so much time in the metaverse. But it's worrying in the sense that people will have to spend time in there to keep up with the pace of how quick the world is moving and how quick things are taking place. So it's both a scary and exciting thing.
Of course. Kapil, we talk a lot about NFTs having real utilities. When do we actually expect that happening?
Well, here we are talking with Alex. I mean, this is an amazing example of a real utility of NFT where an entire movie is being financed by using NFTs. And we're seeing some of the similar projects coming on our platform, whether it's a fan experience or in sports. We're working with a couple of sports teams where they are actually creating a community with their fan base to offer them whether it's better seats or participation in the practice round. We are working with some sort of kind of financial viz or personal trainers. The utility concept, of course, we have moved on from just the CryptoPunks and board yachts. Of course, they have shown us a great way to kind of evolve in this NFT marketplace, but 22 is more about utilities.
And what do you think should be the taxation and regulation standards on NFTs?
That's a great question. I think, of course, I'm not a tax expert, but I think all different countries and different governments should at least should not use tax as a mechanism to dissuade investors and users of these products. Any tax sort of policy should be sort of more from a positive aspects, how it helps the industry rather than it hurts the industry. I think like any asset class, taxing an asset or the capital gain on those assets is very obvious. It's natural. We pay taxes on stock market gains. So this is nothing new. I'm not a big fan of the transaction tax that India, for example, is introducing. I have seen transaction tax hurting other industries. For example, equities trading. There are countries who try to put those transaction taxes, and they hurt. So at the end of the day, we need to make these tax policies investor friendly.
Okay, so this question is to both of you. Do you think NFTs and Metaverse is here to stay, or it's not a fad, or is it a bubble that will fizz out maybe soon?
Yeah, so I think it's about speed and efficiency, and it always wins in any situation. And the difference between what is being offered with NFTs, crypto, Metaverse, it's I'd liken it to a brand new electric Tesla with all of its efficiencies versus a truck, a diesel truck from the 50s. They're just never going to be once you've gone towards something which is more efficient and more a smoother and cleaner process, you can't really go back, and the world is not going to go back. And speed wins and efficiency wins in any situation. So how it all settles together, I mean, the industry at the moment has been flooded with all sorts of innovations and new technologies, which are you can't really see where the whole landscape is going to settle at the moment. But I do think everything that it's here to stay definitely. I mean, NFTs make things transactions multi-dimensional, and for example, if Emirates wanted to release their own NFT, it could be a collectible where if you get a rare, you get a flight, but if you get a more rare, you get the airport transfers and the hotel stays and all sorts of perks. It allows you to buy 2-3 things in a transaction with the possibility of 4, 5, 6 other things as well, which is interesting. So I definitely think it's here to stay.
Your take on this same, Kapil?
Yeah, I think Alex did a pretty amazing job. Of course, he explained it really well. I'll kind of add on from a Metaverse perspective. We came out of pandemic. We almost reached to a standstill stage where our kids couldn't go to school. We couldn't interact with our office goers. I, for example, live in US while my family is in India. I couldn't see my family for 3 years. In my opinion, the concepts, the tech innovations like Metaverse teach us new ways to move on, right? A pandemic cannot just stop us. Now you have the concept of virtual tourism or virtual classrooms, virtual meetings, the shoppings. There was a great example of a wedding that happened in the Metaverse in India, where the bride was able to bring an avatar of her father, actually sort of being part of the marriage. So for a bride, it's such an amazing moment or important moment for her father to be there. Everyone dreams of that. I mean, it just wasn't possible. So I think technology is pushing the limits, and it's definitely not a fad. It is. We're still in the first inning. There's a lot more to come.
Thank you so much, Alexander and Kapil, for giving us your valuable time and having this conversation with us.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much.